Out of Mercer County, over the weekend, more than 120 students from the Mercer County Technical Education Center got the opportunity to compete with students from across the state as part of this year's SkillsUSA state competition. Our Robert Castillo spoke with some winners and an advisor for the students who says the experience is extremely important for them.
The state competition for SkillsUSA was held at Fairmont State University. Students from different programs at the Technical Center competed against other technical schools in the state. The SkillsUSA advisor for the Mercer County Technical and Education Center says in total 127 students participated in the competition, with many of them winning top awards.
The fact that we can take our kids to compete in skilled trades that typically get a little bit unnoticed, it shows well for the things that we're doing here at MCTEC and gives these kids an opportunity to show what they've learned in their CTE courses.
We talked with a few gold medal winners from the practical nursing program at MCTEC who say the experience was stressful at times but was well worth the opportunity to grow their knowledge.
It's more pressure, and you have people watching you, so if you can work well under pressure, being a nurse, you have a lot of pressure you have to do. So it just prepared you more people watching you, like patients, families, and everything else like that.
Other winners wouldn't have been successful if it weren't for their educators.
I would just like to thank the teachers. We wouldn't be here if they didn't help us with everything.
I would like to say I highly recommend, if anyone is interested in nursing or anything of the sort, I really recommend our program.
2 MCTEC students were also elected as SkillsUSA state officers, meaning they will get to become more involved in the organization. One of those elected is Charlie Adkins, who is currently a student in the early education program.
My experience with Skills has been great. I was kind of iffy about it at the beginning, but I knew from the first time that I did it, I wanted to be up on the stage and I wanted to do what the girls up there were doing. And thank God that I got the chance to do that, and I did win.
Here for you in Mercer County, I'm Robert Castillo, WVVA News.
Thank you for that report, Robert. The gold medal winners will have the opportunity to compete at the SkillsUSA National Competition held in Atlanta, Georgia this coming June.